Wait, did I? Morning. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it. Say again? I mean, I'm not sure yet. June Sports, what's going on, bro? Mike Don, ASAP Josine, what up? Or Josiane. Morning. How you doing? Joe Blast, what's going on, man? Thanks for putting the links up in there. Look at that. Look at that picture. The clouds look nice. What's today? Wednesday? It's Wednesday, guys. You already know what it is. Put a question in the chat if y'all want to chop up some game. Um, but we are out and about, undisclosed location as usual. Morning. Let's say good morning.
Good morning.
Uh, Joe Blast says peace.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. ASAP Josie answered the question. Game is not about women, but does it involve women since that's something people want, or is there no correlation between the two? No. When we say game doesn't, when we say game is not about women, we're just trying to emphasize the fact that game is about you. If you decide that you want women, then that becomes a part of what you're trying to accomplish with the game. But it's still about you because even if it's women that you want, you got to put in the work to get it. But if it's money that you want, you got to put in the work to get it. If it's a certain job that you want, you got to put in the work to get it. If you want to become good at something, you got to put in the work to get it. And you got to understand, women are just as for a man, women is another opportunity for you to practice being who you are. You understand? So again, it's not about the women, it's about you. So even when you deal with a woman, you still gotta be consistent. You still gotta know what you want. You still gotta have a program. You still gotta have a plan. So even though you're dealing with a woman, it's still about you. So that's what we mean when we say game is not about women. Because the problem with most of you guys is that you're always asking, oh, what does it mean when a woman does this? And why did she do that? And oh, women be saying this and women be saying that. And then you try to tailor your thoughts, words, and actions in line with what you think women are saying. When the truth is, you're supposed to be deciding what you want to do and then find the women that go with that. That's how it works. So that when we say the game is about you, that's what we mean. Danny G put in work. Because even if you go out to talk to women or go out to meet women, it's not about the women, it's about you building your social skills. You understand? That's what it's about. It's not about any particular female that you're talking to. Too many times guys make it about a particular female. They see a female they're attracted to and then they make their everything they do next is about that girl. And it's like, you don't even know that girl. And then when she tell you no, you get all offended. That's the reason why dudes be getting so offended, because they make everything about the female. So you got to learn how to focus on yourself. So even if the girl says no, you're not offended because you already know what you need to know about yourself. Um, Danny G said, put in work. Joe Blast said, thanks, Miles, for the chin check Monday with the language exposing. I wasn't always aware of who I was, which is why I asked about holding on to self, whether a chick comes or goes. Thank you. You're welcome, bro. Um, MC Hook said, please, what's the name of this area?
That smells really good. Somebody's cologne or something. You smell that?
Somebody
I got a whiff.
yeah, I got a whiff too. They might be doing laundry or something. Danny G said, no actions means no results. Exactly. Um,
Cigar.
yeah. First down, good morning. ASAP Josian said, okay, thanks for the clarification. Yehan says, ideas on how to approach women at the club. Um, just walk up to her and tell her to take out her phone. And then put your number in the phone and text yourself. Text yourself with her phone. That's all. Morning. All right.
Good.
All
How are
right.
you?
Yeah, text yourself with her phone and maybe even take a selfie with her and make that a part of the text. And then later on you can text her about, where you want to go, where you want to meet and all that other stuff. But I think that's as look, I don't really do club shit, but in the club where it's loud, that's as good as a strategy as any. You know what I'm saying? Just go up to the girl because you don't want to be saying too much with the loud music and all that stuff. Tell her to take out her phone, take a selfie with her, and then text her with her own phone with your information. So then she'll at least she could remember your face. And then the next time you text her, just be like, hey, I want us to meet here for a drink or for a walk or for whatever you're trying to do. Um, advocate. Advocate says peace. Peace, bro. And I'm not in my usual spot. And this place where we at ain't really big, ain't really that big. So these lives ain't gonna be that long, guys. Cause I'm basically on vacation, chilling with the fam for 4th of July. So it is what it is. So if y'all got questions, please don't dilly dally. Please put a question in the chat. Remember, this is basically these lives are basically the you know what? I got to start putting the title on them. But these lives are basically masculine identity community meetings. That's what they actually are. If because I know a lot of guys when they talk about having a membership, they want to have some type of community. Well, this is it for me. This is what my community is. So if y'all want to ask questions, come through, ask questions. Tell other people about it if you want to. Because y'all could all be in the chat and correspond. But it has to be about game. Don't be having side conversations about bullshit or stuff that don't have nothing to do with game. Success mode says, some say become successful or become successful, the rest will follow. How you gonna identify being fake and really if you find a girl, if already successful, I'm working on something and one day I want to have a family. Success mode. It sounds like you asking me like 15 questions in one, bro. Simplify the question and so I can understand what you're trying to do. Let's take it one step at a time, bro. You talking about family? You talking about success? Just give me one simple question that I can follow. You doing too much. Troy Scott, what's going on? Greg and Gail said, what's your thoughts on queefing? The sky looks so dope. Like every view looks like some kind of dope ass picture.
Mm-hmm. It is really pretty.
Hmm. Oh, and guys, today we're gonna be recording the next episode of the Bad Boy Show. So if y'all want to be a part of that, go to patreon.com/Mr. Lucario, patreon.com/Mr. Lucario. And I also have exclusive videos on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Miles Cunningham, patreon.com/Miles Cunningham. All right, guys, ask your questions, man. Ask your questions. I'm going to switch to Instagram. I'm telling you, I ain't going to be out here too long. Ask your questions or bring up a topic I want to talk about or something you want more clarification on, whatever it is. As long as it's going to help you live a better life, or if you think it's going to help you live a better life. All right, we got Dave G. What's going on, Dave G? He said, "What up, Miles? A good brother I interacted with regularly just passed away last night. Well, condolences, bro. I'm glad you put on your continuous message of maintaining gratitude. Much appreciation to you." Well, yeah, man, you got to be grateful. And here's what I'll say too, man. Cause you say you interacted with this person regularly. So again, be grateful for the time that you spent. Be grateful for the fact that you were able to know them. Be grateful for the fact that you were able to interact with them regularly while they were here, and try to cherish and remember all of the things that you may have learned from them, and as much as you can, or as much as is adequate or appropriate, speak their name, because they say that you die twice. You die when your body dies, and you die another time, the last time somebody says your name. So keep their memory alive, keep their name alive. If it means something to you, then remember them is what I'm saying. Even if it's just to yourself. You understand? Even if it's just for you, remember them, honor their memory, and instead of feeling sad that they're gone, be happy that you knew them in the first place. Joe Brass says Cole Brown with the bird calls. Oh, 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 ah, ah. Advocate says, "Are you holding?" Okay, so we don't really do that frame talk over here, because if we're gonna talk about frame, we got to ask ourselves, what's the picture? You see what I'm saying? What's the picture inside the frame? So a frame don't matter if the picture's bullshit, right? So we don't really talk that frame talk over here, advocate. Yehan says, "How to overcome approach anxiety." I have a video literally literally titled "How to Overcome Approach Anxiety." Go to my YouTube channel, or you will, if you're on my YouTube channel now, but after this live, go to my YouTube channel and type that in the search, or you could, well, it's a video I done years ago, so you got to scroll down, but just type in Miles Cunningham, how to overcome approach anxiety. But the bottom line is gratitude, confidence, and knowledge of self. That's the bottom line. Until you know who you are, you're always going to allow other people's response to you dictate how you see yourself. So the bottom line is to know who you to know who you are. Because when you know something, it's hard for somebody to really change your perception of what it is you know. People could change your thoughts, people could change your beliefs. But if you know something, it's hard for them to change anything. So what I mean is, let's just say you walk outside and you're confident, and then the first girl you go up to say hello and try to talk to her or whatever, and she's like, "Ew, you ugly." If you know you're good looking and she says, "Ew, you're ugly," That's not going to affect you because you know you're good looking. You see what I'm saying? Other than the person that just thinks he's good looking. If he thinks he's good looking and somebody says, ew, you ugly, he might start thinking, you know what, maybe I am ugly. You see what I'm saying? And that's the part of rejection that a lot of people are afraid of because they allow other people's perceptions of them to change how they feel about or how they think about themselves, which is a mistake. Scarface says, do you think that everyone's current situation is already perfect? They just don't recognize it? Well, I'm not going to say perfect. What I'll say is everybody is where they need to be at the current moment. You are where you need to be at the current moment. And what I mean by that is all of the decisions that you've made in life thus far has brought you to this moment. Now, if you desire to improve, then again, it's all based on your decisions, right? If you desire to change something, improve something, or whatever it is you're trying to do, it's up to you to put in the work to come up with the plan and then execute the plan to make that change. But the best way, or I think the most effective way to affect change for the better is to first be grateful with your current position, to be grateful with your current status, to be grateful with where you are now. So being grateful doesn't necessarily mean that your situation is perfect, but what it means is that whatever your situation, you should understand that you need to be grateful for where you're at now, right? Because being grateful for where you're at now allows you to see opportunities that should help you, that will help you, not should, but will help you. Because when you're grateful for where you are, it'll help you to notice opportunities that will take you to your next situation, take you to your next improvement, take you to your next best. You see what I'm saying? But if you think everything in your life is crap, then it's going to be hard for you to see positivity or a chance to improve. Because see, if you look at the word improvement, right? Improvement means to take what you have right now and make it better. But if you're always looking at what you have right now as a negative, it's going to be harder for you to improve. It's going to be harder for you to literally take what you have right now and make it better. But if you are grateful for what you have right now, it becomes easier for you to make it better because you are finding all the positives, all the greatness in what you have now. That's the key. Let me do all this way. That's the key. So it's not about saying that where you at now is perfect. It's just about being grateful for where you're at. Danny G says, did you ever struggle approaching women? If so, how did you deal with it? Yeah, I definitely struggled approaching women when I was younger. And how I dealt with it was I just kept going. I just kept approaching women. That's really it. And you got to remember, I didn't have a lot of guys on the internet talking all of this stuff that they talking these days. All I did was I continued on, me and my boys, Lucario included, we just continued on going out, meeting women, talking to women, and doing it that way. We did it the hard way. You see what I'm saying? But nothing that you're trying to accomplish is, you're not going to get better at anything you're trying to get better at unless you do it, period. Cleveland, bus driver, uppercut.
Hmm?
His name is Cleveland bus driver uppercut. You remember you going to jail today?
No.
You don't remember that? When the
What
girl was
movie?
acting up? No, it wasn't a movie.
Hmm.
It was in real life. The girl was acting up on the bus. She spit at the bus driver, and he said, "You going to jail today?" And he gave her an uppercut.
I don't watch all that nonsense
You
on
don't
social
remember
media.
that? Oh my
Mm-mm.
gosh, that was big news. Anyway, you know what? Good for you, because you're not all into the the poisonous nonsense on the internet. Joe Black says, "Do you feel maturity comes with age or experience?" Maturity comes with you paying attention, okay? Because some people can go through an experience, and because they're not paying attention, they don't gain any wisdom from it. And you can be sitting there growing old, getting old, and if you're not paying attention, you still not getting nothing from the fact that you're aging or getting older. So I think maturity comes with having a mature mind, meaning that you appreciate your experiences and you can learn from your experiences. A lot of people go through life and because of ego and other surface level things, they're only focused on if they like what happened or not. Like, oh well, I broke up with my I broke for example, I broke up with my girlfriend or I broke up with my wife or a significant other. I don't like that. It made me feel bad, and that's all they take from it. But they never go into it by asking themselves, hey, what could I have done to make that better? What, like, even when we were building or starting out the relationship, what did I do or what did I not do? Did I vet properly? Did I work on these things? Did I learn anything from the situation? A lot of people don't ask themselves that question. So no, so even though they're getting older, even though they're going through things and having all these experiences, because they're not paying attention and because they don't have a mind to ask the right questions, and a lot of the reason why they don't want to ask the right questions is because they don't want to take any accountability. They don't want to see where they could have improved or done better. You see what I'm saying? Because to really learn from your mistakes is to be able to humble yourself and to appreciate. Hold on one second. So maturity comes from understanding, again, more knowledge yourself. You understand? If you're willing to learn from your mistakes, if you're willing to take accountability, if you're willing to go past your ego and truly reflect when you go through something, that's when maturity. I think that's when maturity comes in. Oh man, that that sound is just terrible. I wanted to chill by the water, but whatever's going on with that pipe is messing it all up. Go there. Thanks. Um, Chris the Player said, "Big up, Liquid Richard." What? Joe Blast says, "Dave G, condolences." Chris Player says, "Nah, that's a beautiful location." Um, Mike Chain, yo, Miles Advocate said, just making jokes, Miles. Respect to you. Have a great vacation. I appreciate you, bro. Yehan, Deep, thank you so much. Okay. Steve O Baby says, "I'm just grateful that I'm alive. Without my medication, I wouldn't be." See, you, like this. A lot of us look at our lives and we don't want to be grateful. We just want to think, oh, I don't like this, and my life sucks, and blah blah blah. But look, you got other people. For example, Steve O Baby, and thanks for sharing that with us, Steve O Baby. But there's people out there taking medication to stay alive. You understand? And you over here talking about your life sucks, and you're not on medication. You're perfectly healthy. You understand? So what? So remember, it could always be worse. If you have no other reason to be grateful for your life, always just use this reason. It could always be worse. You understand? I mean, not to be pessimistic, but at a baseline level, if you have no other reason to be grateful, always remember it could always be worse. And that's a good place to start if you have trouble trying to be grateful. AP highlights said, "How's your day going?" "Pretty good. Had a workout, had some breakfast. Now I'm walking. That's cool." Cleveland says, Cleveland bus driver says, "I should show you the meme or
Oh,
show you the video." I'll see if I can find it later. Troy Scott, salute to the Queen. Troy Scott says, "Salute to you."
hi, Troy Scott.
Basili says, "Get my hands, got to get my hands on 1 million." There you go. Joe Blast said, "Damn, Miles, maturity comes from paying attention." I'm telling you, paying attention and really doing something with the information. Because look, there's a lot of things in life require action on your part. It's not just going to come to you. Maturity is not going to come to you. Wisdom is not just going to come to you. Being grateful is not just going to come to you. It takes a voluntary action. It takes for you to care. It takes for you to actually want and desire, and not just want and desire, but desire to the point where you're willing to take action to make these things happen for real. So yeah, you got to pay attention. You and notice the words, right? Pay attention. That means you got to give something to get something. You can't just go through life And it's kind of like people who imagine if you in college or you in school and you just sit there. Now you're hearing the teacher talk, but you're not listening. You're not writing any notes. You're not doing the homework. Are you gonna get anything from that class? No. You understand? So you gotta pay. Yes, you have to pay attention. You have to give to get. But anyway, guys, that was a great conversation, and I would like to end it here because I'm gonna switch to Instagram and finish up the live over there. But I appreciate y'all. Remember, we're doing the next episode of the Bad Boy Show. If y'all want to hear the Bad Boy Show podcast with Lucario and myself, where we go in that podcast, we go over current events and we give a whole lot of game. And usually every show is like at least an hour and a half to like 2 hours long. So appreciate y'all for checking this out, man. Have a great day. Remember, the summer sale is still in effect. Go to masculineidentitymembership.com and sign up. Put summer, the word summer, in the discount code, and you can get on the membership for $1. $1. All right. So it's your boy Miles Cunningham. Have a great day. Be good to yourself, and remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. All right.